Hello, this is Courtney, and today I'm going to be sharing with you some of the items in my different boxes. I have 3 boxes, just full of trinkets that I use. A lot of them are magical supplies. I haven't used them very often lately, so maybe if I go through again and look at what I have, I'll do more with them. And also, a lot of the things I have can be educational, and I'm very much into that. So let's go ahead and show you my first box. Okay, so this is my first box. It's got 3 of my tarot decks. I only have 3, so I guess it's got all of my tarot decks in it. I just bought these at the Renaissance Festival. They're just little charcoal briquettes because I had some resin. And this is Dragon's Blood? Yes. Okay. So, let's see. I haven't decided whether or not I should burn it inside or strictly outside. Because it seems like it would be okay to burn resin inside with the window open. But I haven't burned any yet, so I have Dragon's Blood. And I have this Celtic blend, which is good for protection, good luck, and it will strengthen spells. So I have that. And I think it's got a nice little crinkly sound. And also, I'm all about everything Celtic, so I had to get the Celtic blend. And I also have frankincense, which is good for purification, spiritual growth, knowledge, and meditation. And I think I also got frankincense from the Renaissance Festival. So, by the way, Dragon's Blood is good for power, purification, and protection. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and set my resin and my charcoal aside. So I got frankincense and myrrh, and I'm pretty happy with my choices. They didn't have lavender, or that would have been my natural choice, since that's my favorite scent. And it's from the Global Scent Company, so I have their refill sheet. This is one of my tarot books. I don't keep all of my tarot books in here because I don't have the ability to. It's a little small. But this is for one of my newer decks, the Shadowscapes, which I've used before at least once, probably in Brittany's video. So I'll have to go ahead and throw this in my bookshelf if there's ever space in my bookshelf. So this is one of my tarot decks. I don't have a nice cloth for it yet. You'll see in a second my other 2 decks are. So here we go. And this is the Llewellyn deck. I got it on my birthday. I've gotten at least 2 decks on my birthday. So, and I really love Llewellyn. I get their day planner, and I used to coordinate my outfits to the color of the day, but then I got a work uniform. And I tried to do it still, but it didn't work out, so I only do it on my days off. And today actually I think the color is turquoise, which I'm obviously not in turquoise. This is one of my other decks, and this scarf I got a long time ago. Here we go. I got this scarf and I didn't really know what to do with it. I wore it on my head when I first bought it. It's really lovely, and it's, let me show you. It's silver moons on one side and gold moons on the other. And I just wore it kind of, you know, traditional gypsy style, like that. Like I was going to shekel for a palm reading, or, well, I know that's not really a common stereotype anymore, but I'm very much, I kind of live in old world century places. So this is my Shadowscapes deck. There's the 10 of Cups. Whoops, my aim is off. I like it. And I do, I love the artwork on this. I think this card is, yeah, I have the 2 of Cups as the background on my phone. And I think it's lovely. I'm a water sign, and so cups are my favorite, pretty much. Not that all water signs have to like cups, but I like them. Let me go ahead and wrap that up really quick. And I did have a crystal in here because you're supposed to cleanse the cards with a crystal, but it kept falling out, and so it's probably somewhere in the box right now. Let's see. And this is the first deck I ever got, and it's missing 2 queens, but I still use it for myself. It's the Gilded Tarot deck, and oh, this scarf, I got it from my belly dance instructor back when I was in high school. She was also my Pilates and yoga teacher, but she was Egyptian, and it's been destroyed. There's catnip in this box, and several people I've spent a lot of time with have cats. So they really like this scarf, and it's ended up missing some of these. But I value this scarf because I was good friends with that teacher. And so this is the Gilded Tarot. There's the Tower, front and center. Oh, wrong card. Let's see. My favorite is the Ace of Cups in this. And I don't have any tattoos, but if I did, this is one that I've considered because it's so pretty. And by considered, I mean I fancied the thought for maybe a day. Let's see. 10 of Cups. Oh, there it is. So this is my favorite. I think it's just beautiful. I'm trying to get it so you can see without a glare. There you go. It's got the moon, it's got the eye, it's got the ocean, it's got just, I love it. I love it so much. Okay. So I'll go ahead and wrap this one up for you, or so I can put it away. There we go. And I really should, just get some crystal beads and sew them into these so that my cards are always being cleansed. This is not that magical. It's just cinnamon and clove bud, bath salt. I've already used the lavender bath salt I got. Let's see. And you can just get this at Earthbound. That's where I got these. It's not, when I used the lavender, it didn't feel as organic or natural as I would like, and I suppose while I'm here, I might as well delve into that a little bit. Okay, so these are the oils that I use when I'm not working, since I can't use scent at work. But lavender is my favorite, so here's that. And this rose oil, I've had it for a very long time. I got it in Turkey. I was there with my family, and I know they're always like this, but I still remember, and it makes me happy. But it was close to the end of our trip, and I was running very low on money, and it was $10, and I was like, I only have 5, and he was like, you are beautiful, so for you it is 5. And so this is my rose oil that I got, and maybe it was 7. I'm not sure, but I did get a discount, and it smells lovely. I lost the roller in it, but and jasmine. Oh, my top three. So lavender is my favorite scent, followed by rose, and then jasmine is also one of my favorite scents. And it's supposed to help you with enlightenment. It's supposed to bring you to a high vibration through smelling it, which I like that sort of thing. Oh, I forgot about these. I have these little tiny balls. I have dragon's breath, I have peppermint, lemongrass, and, oh, that's dragon's blood. I think I said that. Oh, and cinnamon. And they warned me that the cinnamon I couldn't put directly on my skin, or I might burn myself. So, and I have this avocado oil that I use as a base. Perhaps I'll make a perfume making video one day. I have this empty thing that used to be lavender. It's got a tiny bit left, if you can see. But I keep it because I really like that scent. And this is jojoba, which I also use for a base. When I first started, I was still in high school maybe, and I didn't have, I mean, I'm sure I could have bought them online, but I just used olive oil as my base, and it was fine. Lily of the Valley, it's still full because I don't use it. I think this is geranium. Yeah, I used to put geranium on. I think in my aromatherapy book it said it's good for skin and cellulite and maybe bones. I'm not sure. Bone health. We're just getting a tour of everything today. Oh, and opium. And I remember the first time I smelled the scent in an oil and I really liked it, but again, lavender is my favorite, so I never use it for anything. Maybe I should. So those are my oils, my primary oils. I have some others, but those are the ones I really use. And this is a cedar one, and I haven't used it yet, but let's see. Cedar wands are used in rituals, ceremonies, magic, or simply for aroma. They are sacred to native tribes known as the mother and giver of life. These wands can be used for protection, purification, cleansing, wealth, healing, and prosperity. So far, I've only used sage, and I saw this at Earthbound, or else, and I decided to buy it just to try it out. And I might burn it just for the scent on Christmas anyway, if we decide to get a fake tree. So here's some more sage. It's just a big sage bundle. And since we're on the topic, here's more sage. This is just, you know, white sage. The other one was yerba. So, and if you saw my smudging video on Brittany's channel, these are the remains of that white sage in my shell. I haven't, it's falling apart. Oh, here's one more tarot book. So here's my Llewellyn book. I actually have fingernails to do this because it's my 3-day weekend. And this is, I think that's the Lover's card, which is really nice. One of my really good friends always judges her tarot deck based on the Lover's card, and she won't get it if she doesn't like it. I have started doing that with the Ace of Cups. And sometimes if I want it, I just want it. Okay, so I got these at Myrtle Beach at a place called Purple Vicious or Purple Tastic, and they're just footies, and they're microwavable and freezable, and they have lavender and flax seeds in them, so they smell like lavender, which you'll probably tire of hearing me say how much I love lavender, but I do. So, and I did sleep with them for a while on my feet, and the elastic's kind of tight, so I stopped. But I have them here in case I ever want them. Okay. So Sorry, my bracelet keeps hitting my box. This is just some incense. Nothing fancy. It's probably dragon's blood or maybe cantaloupe, because one of my family members gave me cantaloupe incense as a gift one Christmas. And it's nice. Okay. Oh, I forgot about these. Let's see. They're not too embarrassing. I'll show you. So, I decided to make my own tarot deck. Let me go ahead and move a little closer. Okay, so there's my Fool. And I just try to do it traditionally. And this is the back. That was my symbol, my gypsy caravan flag, if I ever built one. And it's just a hand on purple background with an eagle eye from Turkey, because I started liking eagle eyes a very long time ago. Probably when I was 4-ish, and I saw the first Sinbad movie that I ever saw, where they're searching for the fountain of truth, and then they find the fountain. No, they're searching for the fountain of youth, and they find the fountain of truth. And this woman gets into it, and since she's lied, she turns green and starts melting, and it really terrified me because I was really young, and I shouldn't have been watching it. But the girl, the love interest maybe, she had an eagle eye on her palm, and I remembered it. And then in junior high or maybe younger, I saw eagle eye bracelets at Claire's, and I got one. And then when we were in Turkey, I saw them everywhere, and I bought as many as I could. So anyway, that's why that's the back of my card. And this is my magician. He looks kind of like Merlin, or maybe Link as an old man with a beard, or maybe a young Dumbledore. But there's my magician. And here's my high priestess. And I was trying to include all the traditional symbolism so I could learn it. So I have the owl. And it's my high priestess. And this is as far as I got because I didn't color it in. That's my empress. So the rest are all blank. I forgot about these. So that's nice. Okay. And this is one of my pendulums. It's probably, let's see. Oh, it is one that I haven't named. I got this one as a Christmas gift. It's amethyst, which is one of my favorite stones. And you just hold it over your hand and close your eyes. There you go. You can, according to folklore, use them to tell if you're going to have a boy or a girl when you're pregnant. And you can ask yes or no questions. So let me go ahead and ask a question. And I got a yes. And my question is private. But you can try them at home. You can use the necklace with a stone on it. It doesn't technically have to be a stone, but I prefer the stone ones. Some of them are just magnets. But I used to, I don't think it helped me any, but back in high school on multiple choice questions, I could narrow it down to 2. I had this heart rose quartz necklace I got from my sister, and I would take it off, or I would hold it up here, and I would ask it which one it was, if it was A or B or C or D. And I did want to try it on a test, like just completely listen to my pendulum, but I never did. And this yellow ribbon was in the bag with it, and this yellow ribbon I got a long time ago. I used to wear it on my wrist. So I actually have 2 yellow ribbons. This is the less old. It's still kind of worn. And the other one's probably in here, maybe. The first one I got was around a vase of flowers. It was a gift, and the second one I asked for. So, oh, these are noisy. These are my runes, which I haven't learned how to use very well, sadly. I do know how to use gypsy runes very well. I used to use them all the time. In fact, I threw them so often that I broke them, so I had to make my own, which was really fun because I went to a river and I took each stone and I dedicated it to a certain rune, and I would hold it underwater for at least a minute to cleanse the stone, and then I drew on it with a permanent marker, which might not have been as magical, but I charged them with my energy, and I think it is good. So this is one of my runes. It's thorn. I don't remember the actual word for thorn, or the letter or pronunciation. Let's see. So these are my amethyst runes, and I have this. I have this as a necklace. One second, let me put the rest in the bag. I have this. It means love, protection, or gift. And I got it at the Renaissance Festival. I would work there and travel with them if I could. And maybe one day I will. You never know. So those are my runes. And I have a book on runes. I just haven't read it yet. So I don't count myself skilled enough with these to use them for anything. Let's see. This is a bag. I won't go through it. I know what's in it. It's each bag is a different color, and there are 7 bags, one for each chakra, and there's a stone, a stone that resonates with each chakra in each bag, and there's a little instruction manual. And I've done it once, maybe twice, but they're really nice. I just threw them. I've shown you a lot of stones. If you'd like, maybe I'll show you and do a video with chakra meditation or something later. Okay. This is Damiana. So this is one of my herbs. And let's see. It is a laxative, a stimulant, and a tonic. It is considered helpful for nervous and sexual debility. Very powerful. Caution should be used, especially when your system is worn down, as Damiana can stimulate beyond the natural level and have ill effect on the heart. See a good herb book. I think I got this one while I was in Cherokee, or it was an Indian reservation. So I got this there. And this is patchouli. And let's see, I got this one while I was at college from a little store called Practical Magic. So its folk name is Puchapot, which I didn't remember. It's feminine, which is understandable. Its planet is Saturn. Its element is earth. Its powers are money, fertility, and lust. And its magical uses include, it is used in money and prosperity mixtures and spells. It is sprinkled onto money, added to wallets, and placed around the base of green candles. It is also used in fertility talismans, and it is substituted for graveyard dust, where it is called for. So anytime you're meandering in magic and you need graveyard dust, just get some dried patchouli. Oh, I know what these are. This is a little pouch, and it's just got little rocks. Just a little vial of rocks. And it's actually got 2. And they're all colored. They're probably dyed. But I keep them. They were a gift. So, okay. This is catnip, and as you know, it can be used for cats, but also it's used in love drawing spells or mojo bags. I made a love drawing bag back sometime in college, and catnip was one of the ingredients, because it is supposed to draw love, and I think good luck. I could be wrong, don't quote me, but I have plenty of catnip. And surprise, I have lavender. So here's lavender, and I think it's good for everything. I know the aromatherapy effects are good for all skin types, the eyes, the hair, the face, the skin. And also in the language of flowers, lavender means devotion. And I think that's particularly beautiful. Okay, this is Mullane. Here we go. I'm glad they're all labeled because I wouldn't remember what all of them were. So, it's also known as Aaron's Rod, Clot, Blanket Leaf, Candlewick Plant, Graveyard Dust. So here's more graveyard dust. Hag's Tapers, Hedge Taper, Jupiter's Staff, Lady's Foxglove, Old Man's Fennel, Peter's Staff, Shepherd's Club, Shepherd's Herb, and Torches. So it's a velvet plant, it's feminine, its deity is Jupiter, and its powers include courage, protection, health, love divination, and exorcism. So, well, that's good to know. So if you're ever doing a candle spell or something for divining the future of your love life, you could sprinkle some of this. You can do it for health. If you're making a bag for health, you can put it in there. And if you need courage, maybe you could wear it in a little charm around your neck. Lots of different, and same with protection. Or you could stick it in your car. That would be good for protection as well. Okay. And here are my gypsy stones that I made myself. So I guess I'll do a separate video about these since it's a lot of explaining. It's not traditional runes, but you do place one stone which has an eye on it. It looks like the sun in astrological speak, but it's an eye, and you place it on the ground about 3 feet away from you. You hold the rocks and you chant a specific thing, and then you toss them gently. I've learned since I broke my first ones. And then you read them, and the closest ones to the eye are the most prominent, and the farthest ones away aren't as prominent, and only the ones that are turned upside are prominent, are effective. The other ones aren't there. And I did use these a lot, but there's one rune, and it's the moon, and it means either that there's unclear vision on the subject, or it means another woman, and so I didn't like using them as much as my tarot deck, and I haven't been using. I use them on occasion now. I'm more of a tarot reader. Okay, so here's Shepherd's Purse, and this one's pretty common. You can make it into a tea. It's good for colds, I think. We're about to find out. Shepherd's Purse is an astringent, detergent, vulnerary, diuretic, and styptic. Excellent to stop bleeding. Oh, I remember that now that I read it. Both internal and external. Tea after childbirth to stop bleeding. Good for bleeding lungs. Excellent to aid during heavy menstrual cycles. It is superior in fevers, kidney complaints, bleeding piles, hemorrhoids. It's also great for diarrhea. And see an herb book for further information. And that is Shepherd's Purse. And I think that's the common name. There might be another name for this one. Okay. I think this is the yarrow flower. I don't have a description anymore, but I think it's yarrow. And yarrow, I remember, is good for possibly fertility and possibly love, magic, or just protection. I think bathing with yarrow is supposed to be beneficial, particularly for women. I'm not sure. So that's yarrow for you, I think. Okay. Oh, this is one of my first. I had 2 that I bought myself. The other ones were all gifts. And I named the 2 that I have. So this is Dea, named after the character from The Man Who Laughs, and also because Dea is Latin for soul, and I thought it was fitting. So this is Dea, and this is the one I used to carry with me all the time. The other one is probably in here, but if it's not, it's carnelian, and I've named it Soleil because that is French for sun. and I like it better than Phoebus, which is also sun god. So this is Dea, and I do personify a lot of non-physical objects. So there's my first pendulum, or my second. I don't remember which one came first, actually. And here is charcoal. And I used them in art class in college, but you can also use them for magic. Putting charcoal on a threshold of a room, I think, prevents anyone who wishes you harm from entering. And I think doing a charcoal circle, and I think writing in charcoal, like charcoal is actually a pretty powerful magical tool. So if you do art with charcoal, trying to manifest something, maybe it's going to turn out better than it would otherwise. Or if you use a different medium, because charcoal, I don't know what it is about it in particular, but I'm sure I could find out if I were to look in my book. And here's another vial of stones. So we won't go through since they're just little shards. Okay, so this is vervain. Okay, it is, it also has a lot of folk names, and it is feminine. It's ruled by Venus. It's an earth element herb, and its deities are Caradwen, Mars, Venus, aka Aries, and Aphrodite. I'm lots of Greek influence. Rome just stole their gods and renamed them, and a lot of their culture. They did change the statues. They stopped making them perfect, and they started including imperfections like warts and stuff. But I like Greek mythology and ancient Greek stuff a lot. So anyway, Aries, Aphrodite, Isis, Jupiter, aka Zeus, Thor, and Juno, aka Hera. And its powers are for love, protection, purification, money, peace, youth, chastity, sleep, and healing. So that's vervain. And you can probably tell a lot about me from the herbs that I own, since I only buy the ones I think are useful. And this is Damiana again. It just adds its magical uses, since the other one was more medicinal. So it is also known as Mexican Damiana, which that's an odd folk name. Wouldn't you just call it that to begin with? Its powers are lust, love, and visions. It is used to lust infusions, as well as in spells, but it's also burned to produce visions. And I've always liked the idea of having prophetic visions. I'm sure I have it, so I'll mention that in a second when I find it. Let me go ahead and, I don't think I was right about that being yarrow flower, because I just found it was jasmine. So that other one that I told you was yarrow is actually jasmine, and you can tell because they look the same. So, it's also known as Jessamine, Moonlight on the Grove, which is really pretty. And let's see. Powers, love, money, and prophetic dreams. Dried jasmine flowers are added to sachets and other love mixtures. They will attract a spiritual as opposed to a physical love, which is really nice. And jasmine is like the amethyst of the flowers in my mind. I'm not sure that's a perfect analogy, but amethyst is a very spiritual stone, and you use it in addition to rose quartz to narrow down the love coming in, and it also does elevate spiritual levels. Anyway, so the flowers will also draw wealth and money if carried, burned, or worn. And if you inhale the smoke from them, if you burn them, it's supposed to cause prophetic dreams. And that's what I was going to say. I've always wanted to try it. I've never done it. I thought of burning it in my little cauldron, which is over there on my shrine. Maybe I'll tour my shrine again, like in the Nabon video. So, jasmine flowers. And in contrast, this is what Yarrow looks like. It just kind of looks like most other herbs. And it is Venus. It is for healing, and it's great for hand fastings and weddings. Also as an astringent and for divination. So that's the yarrow flower, and I still think it's good to put it in a bath. I don't remember why, but I read it somewhere. So okay, this is chickweed, and it's got the powers of fidelity, love. It's good for love spells, and is specifically to design to attract or maintain love. So, chickweed. Stick that in a sachet with some lavender and also some rose hips. Rose hips are good for that. Which, oh hey look. Love attraction, rose hips. It's right there, if you don't believe me. I'm sure you do, but, because I'm, not going to lie about rose hips or anything, for that matter. So, rose hips, and I'm not sure how common of a fact it is now, but the reason giving roses to a lover was so special or meaningful was that eating the rose hips while menstruating helped ease cramps. And so only someone on an intimate relationship or an intimate level with another person would know when to get them the roses. So I don't think people do that anymore. In fact, I haven't eaten rose, as far as I know, ever. So. And this is more catnip. It's highly recommended in treating colds, and it will bring a sense of warmth to the body, bringing perspiration to bring the body back into balance. It is excellent in the treatment of all fevers, and so palatable that it has a history of being used commonly as a tea. So, here's catnip. Again. Oh, and here's mandrake. So this is cut up mandrake. It's not, a root that you stick under the bed, although you can do that. But it says consume with extreme caution. It's a little poisonous. It enhances creativity, increases magical potency and psychicism. It's good for exorcism and fertility. And I don't remember where I learned this, but you put it under your mattress to draw a good lover. So that's probably in my giant 1,000 plus spell book. But you can try it. I don't know if it works. So what's in here? This is probably my other set of gypsy runes, because I made 2. Yep. So I'll go ahead and show you these ones because they're in a prettier bag. And they're different stones. So this is the eye that I was talking about. And you just set that down, and then you take all the others and you hold them. And I'm not positive how all of it goes, but it starts with stones O'Leary, tell me truly, tell me clearly. And then I always forgot, so I just said what it is I wish to know, and then I would ask my question. But I think it's like 2 stanzas. So there we go. Those are my other gypsy runes. These are the ones I made in the river. I'm not sure about the others that I made. So this is unnamed, and I don't know what it is, and I wish I did. So if you're an herb expert, you can tell me what that is. I don't see anything rolling around, so okay. Well, this is an herb, yay! And this is red clover, and you can tell better up front. So this clover, added to the bath water, aids you in dealing with financial arrangements of every kind. It is also used in lust potions, and the infusion is sprinkled to remove negative spirits. That's great. Okay. And here's more lavender, because I love it. So, okay. Its powers include love, protection, sleep, chastity, longevity, purification, happiness, peace, and its magical uses include love spells and sachets, clothing rubbed with the fragrant flowers or lavender placed in drawers, attracts love. Lavender also helps protect against cruel treatment at the hands of spouse if worn. These flowers are also burned or smoldered to induce sleep. Scatter around the house to maintain its peacefulness. Also used in healing mixtures, carried to see ghosts, and worn to protect against the evil eye. It is added to purification baths. So lavender does have a gazillion uses, like I kind of said. And flax seeds. So you can get these in any grocery store. Mercury is their planet. They are good for protection, banishing evil, bringing good luck, and health. Which is why adding them to smoothies is really healthy. Okay. This is just some more tarot cards, but it's not a full deck. I got it from a mail thing that kept sending me stuff a long time ago. And all that's left in here is all of this crystal information. I took notes, and it's not worth reading right now. Okay. And a few stones that are loose. So, I was going to show you all of my candle box, but that's a lot of candles. So here's some. These are eggs that I think I got from my aunts. So they're probably really great for Ostara and or any fertility ritual. If you're trying to conceive, you can go ahead and use these eggs, and you just would light them and bless them and say, you know, anything you want really, but as long as it's a positive message saying, as chickens give forth eggs, let me also conceive, or something better than that. But eggs, fertility, it's something to get creative with. Or just Ostara, if you just want to celebrate that way. I also have this. It's an apple. Would have been perfect for Maybon, didn't think about it. Didn't know I had it actually, because I don't get into my candle box that often. And my candle box isn't really a magic box, but candle magic is very simple, and it's easy to do. So candles, that's what birthday candles are. You blow them out, you make a wish, and that is a spell. You're invoking the manifestation of what it is that you wish for through blowing out the candles. And there are a lot of different candle spells, so I just thought I'd show you some of my cooler candles. And you've already seen my owl candles. So the one that's missing is the one I used on Maybon. And I have another apple. And the only other cool candles I really have are these little pumpkin candles that I found. And I should have used them on Salmaine, but after the trick-or-treaters came, I ended up heading out and watching Serenity because it was its last day on Netflix, and the trick-or-treaters were too much to handle since I was taking care of the dog, and she was going crazy. Okay. And this shouldn't be in my magic box. It's a Princess Jasmine sticker, but it is. So. Okay, so I do have these candles in my second magic box, which is a wooden book looking thing. So I have different colors because each color is important in magic. So yellow is for happiness, maybe creativity, white is for purity, black is probably for power, and what other colors? I have purple, which would be spirituality, and like a maroon, and red is, I think, for passion, also for creativity. So I have these. This is sort of my less used magic box, so it's got some random stuff. This is cinnamon, ground cinnamon. It's not that fancy. I ground it with my Pestle and Mortal when I first bought it because I was so excited to have one. So I was going to make my own incense, but I couldn't get it fine enough. But I have thrown it into a fire at least once, so I did have more. This is something I got with one of my pendulums. It's just a yes, no, maybe, and unknown. It's pretty simple. I used to use it, but I keep it stored now. Let's see. I do have, whoops, more ribbon. And again, color is important. This is kind of a darker pink. And this is a lighter pink. And at least 2 in bulks in college I did ribbon magic, but I used yarn. But I braided it 3 different colors, all in bulk color schemed pastels, and I had written a list of the things I wanted that year, and so I braided it, and then I wore it around my ankle, and I was supposed to give it back to nature as soon as what I had requested came to me. So I did it twice, and it was interesting. Okay, and these are more things that I ground up with my mortar and pestle, and these are cloves. So I think cloves and cinnamon smell really good. It was fun grinding them up. And I think these are my cantaloupe incense. And this is a mixture of different ones. Nothing too exciting. Okay, so this is a knife one of my dear friends got me while she was in China. I haven't talked to her in a very long time, but I still have this, and she still has other things. So I have it. I'm drawing a blank on the name of you're supposed to call your knife, and I can't remember, but anyway, I like it, and I can't remember. But anyway, it has some nice art on it. See? There you go. And I think it's different on each side, yeah. So. And also, blades represent the masculine, so there we go. I have this bottle in case I ever want to seal it with wax. Maybe put a note or some sand or something in it. It's just, this is my random assortment magical box. Yeah, this is wax melts, which I was going to use. They're lavender scented. I was going to try to get scented wax seals because I do have a wax seal kit, but I haven't used it often. I used to use it for love letters a long time ago. This I should probably open because it's obviously, whew, oh, nothing magical happened. Okay, so this, as you can see, is foreign, but the bottle is not what's in it. This was a place in Turkey. They were lighting candles, and it's holy water from a natural spring where they get holy water. It was some place in Turkey, might have been Greece, probably Turkey, and I don't remember where exactly. It's got a little bit of residue because it's from a natural spring, and I'm possibly, obviously, not Catholic, so I got it in case any of my friends ever needed some holy water to help them with a problem or make them feel more confident about having a handle on things. I like to be prepared for other people as well as myself, and if I ever needed it for anything, I have it too, but I don't think I personally would need it. So, holy water. And here's a mirror. Mirrors can also be charged with magic. I know several spells off the top of my head that you can make magic mirror spells, and this is just a little one. I got it at Goodwill, so I'm never going to use it for a magic spell because you want one that other people haven't looked in, or you have to find a way to cleanse it. And I don't know how to cleanse a mirror. I mean, I'm sure I could run it under water with salt or put a crystal on it, but I haven't had a need for a magic mirror spell. So maybe one day. I thought it was pretty. Okay, and this is just ink mix. Haven't made it yet. I have ink in my calligraphy set. This is my hair. We don't need to talk about that. More hair. Green ink. I don't know if this is legitimate because I learned it from reading Ranma 1/2, but apparently if you write a love letter in green ink, the reader is bound to fall in love with you. So I bought green ink just in case, and I haven't used it because it's still not open. And this is, I think, blue calligraphy ink. Maybe it's black. Looks, maybe the bottle's blue. But I have it just in case. Just a few more ribbons. Oh, okay. So this was a Christmas gift. It is a voodoo kit, and I think it's yeah, Come To Me Loverboy voodoo kit. So it's still in its packaging. I have never used it, just, you know, and I don't really plan to, but I still have it, and yeah, I'm not likely to ever use it. Let's see, I also have lavender seeds, moonflower seeds with Princess Jasmine, the reason I bought it, sunflower seeds with Princess Jasmine, and I got these as a Valentine's Day gift in 2009, so I don't think they're ever going to grow, but it's bonsai seeds, and I did plant one, but I don't know what happened. I guess I didn't take care of it. I have just, let's see, and this is a railroad spike that my friend got for me while he was doing some project, and he kept one for himself, and he was just like, Courtney, I think you could use this in a magic thing one day. And I can't think of a single use for a railroad spike, because I'm sure there are spells that call for them, but they're probably like banishing spells or something really intense, and I've only ever done one spell. Well, I've done like 3, but they're all very generic. Like I said, the little braiding and saying what you want on a piece of paper, it's not a bad spell. I don't do anything that isn't positively focused. And just more ribbon. It's not that exciting anymore. So, okay. Unless you want to see just more ink, I think you've seen all of my magical supplies. And at least all the ones that I keep in here. So, okay. Well, since I've been clinking around, I'll show you my jewelry real fast. So I got this surprise at the Renaissance Festival, and it has a matching ear cuff with a fairy, but I'm not wearing it. I like it. It's pretty and feminine. I just got this ring recently, and I don't remember where. Wrong ring. Can't point. That ring. It's mother of pearl. Oh, I just remembered. I think I got it at Kohl's. It was on sale. I had a coupon something. But I've always wanted a mother of pearl ring because I'm a Cancer, and it's supposed to be one of my things because it's constantly changing. Oh wait, no, it's a moonstone. Sorry. I do have mother of pearl one. It's a moonstone. But similar things. So, and amethyst heart that I got. And this I got for Easter back in high school or maybe even junior high. And this is my Cancer necklace, and it's the cutest little crab ever. It's got a heart. And it says enchanting, which is my favorite adjective to be described with, I suppose, and creative, and it also says sensitive. So this is one of my favorite astrological jewelry pieces, and I'm just wearing some clear quartz. I was wearing copper on each wrist. It's supposed to prevent arthritis, and since I'm a massage therapist, I would like to prevent arthritis. Might as well wear it, right? Okay. Well, I really hope you enjoyed going through all of my magical supplies. I hope it was educational, or fun, or relaxing, or maybe a combination of the three. So, have a great night, and I'll try to make another video soon.